Good morning, Chloe. And yes, it is still morning. I checked. It's about 11:15, so I can say that it is still morning. Alright, Chloe, so this past Sunday, you and I went to go see and perform in the final concert of the 2012-2013 season of the York County Honors Choirs. The Junior Honors Choir, Senior Honors Choir, and the Alumni Choir that you and I were in all performed at Central York High School, which is bigger than the Polo Center at Penn State York, which I didn't know. Magic bed makes itself via magic. So you and I both had careers in the honors choir programs, albeit yours being way longer than mine, which I always thought was funny given that I am more of a musically kind of person than you. I don't mean anything by that. I'm just saying that I'm majoring in music and you're majoring in space, which is arguably way cooler. Let me just give you a brief octave of my career in the honors choir program. Just a little tentacle. I didn't audition for show choir in 7th grade like you did, and I waited until 8th grade to do that because I wasn't really sure that I would be into show choir. Upon auditioning, I was given the packet for the audition stuff for the honors choir, like dates and times and all that stuff, which I thought, that's great, but did I make show choir? Spoiler alert, I did. So, I was driven my way to the church where all the rehearsals happen. You know, that good old church that I don't remember the name of or where it is right now because I've never driven there actually myself. I immediately fell in love with the program, as well as like the directors and knowing all the people from all the different schools, and that was when I first became friends with Greg Feldman, which is a friendship and brotherhood that would last through 1,000 lifetimes. Sorry, that was a little strange. Right, so then I went into 9th grade, which is still my least favorite year of all of my years of schooling. The transition was tough, but honors choir was still there. I was still in junior honors choir, and I still had that solidity that I could have, you know, that was relatable between my 8th grade self and my 9th grade self. I remember singing Dies Irae as a part of the talent show. You know, we all got together and we sang Dies Irae, and then we were going to sing it at the concert, but then we had the musical earlier that day, and I was still green from being a Winky in The Wizard of Oz, which is funny. So 10th grade was when I started to discover that I wasn't really as bad at music as I thought I was. And that was also a weird year of transition because I transitioned from junior honors choir to senior honors choir. Much more intense, and intense in a different way, and the music was a lot harder. It also didn't help that most of my friends that were in my grade that I had in junior honors choir did not make the transition to senior honors choir. They chose to leave. And the rest of my friends were still in junior honors choir, so I couldn't really interact with them. So that was really, really tough, and I made the decision to leave senior honors choir. And so after our first concert, in which we sang John Rutter and the Billy Joel compilation and Va Pensiero, which I still listen to. I still listen to that song, which is funny. I made the decision to exit the program while I was still kind of low in the ranks. It seemed like a really good idea at the time, let's just put it that way. At the time, it was a really easy decision to make, but after I made the decision, I regretted it. And I have to admit that I really didn't regret it right away. It wasn't until after actually I graduated. Well, okay, I regretted it when, you know, people would tell stories about their fun times at honors choir and you guys would go on trips and stuff, but I didn't really feel the effect of my decision until after I graduated, and I went back to see Caitlin's final concert, and she would tell me stories of the fun times she had with her honors choir friends, and it made me miss that sense of community, that sense of togetherness with people that you didn't really see all that often, except for once a week at rehearsals. And then sometimes I wonder if it's really for a noble purpose that I now wish that I hadn't left honors choir, or whether it was merely just selfish, just me wishing that people would know who I am. But what can you do? You know, I always say that once you graduate, nothing you did in high school really matters, but whenever I go to one of those concerts, I really don't believe it. So I think every single time I hear or sing the song Why We Sing, I'll feel a mix of nostalgia and regret. Chloe, I'll see you on Thursday.